Today we are testing the $650 gaming PC once again, but this time we are going to be using the Intel Arc B570. So let's take a look here. So if you're new here, we got the Ryzen 5 5500. We've got 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, and we have the Intel Arc B570, which costs about $20 more than the RTX 3050, which we've already tested. This is the ASRock Challenger version here, and we're going to be putting it through the same games with the same settings that we did last time. So that's what we're going to do. And so, what is up, Joshua Waffles? How y'all doing, guys? How y'all doing today? We are getting this thing rocking and rolling. I'm gonna have to go through this faster than I do on Saturdays, though, because it took me forever on Saturday. I talk too much sometimes, so we're gonna go live on TikTok as well and get this party started. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. What's up, everybody? How are we doing? We got our TikTok up and rolling. Daddy Cheese just joined. Yeah, you got a crazy deal on RAM, Joshua? What'd you get? Thanks for liking, Daddy Cheese. What's up? Matt, what's up, Daddy Cheese? Tom, Mid, thanks for joining, guys. You got eBay, $15 for 3,200 mega transfers per second, DDR4. Does it work? Does the RAM work? Tested working. That's insane. Insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. What's up, Caleb? What's up, Mid? What's up, everybody? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a good deal. What's the best cheap PC under $100? I mean, sorry, under $1,000? I mean, you would probably have to build it yourself. It's a great way to raise. Okay. I don't know what that is. Pre-built? No, I built this myself. Under $200, Bray Butter. I would probably go with like a 2070 Super. $2070 Super is probably gonna be your best bet under $200. You might could find a 2080 Super under 200 if you like snag a really good deal. Maybe a like 6650 XT if you're lucky. Ryzen 5800 XT and 9070 at 1080p. Probably gonna have a little bit of a bottleneck at 1080p, but it's not gonna be too bad. 3060 and 11700F. I mean, I think that's an okay balance. Depends on what games you play. On if you are I have a lot. Okay, you got a 1050 Ti cheap build for $20 and it worked. Nice. Especially if you're playing like what's up, Amidu? You got a 7800X 3D on the way? What GPU? JV, I would do the 9070 or the 9070 XT. Joshua, you got a nice little esports build there, my guy. Nice little esports build. Zahir. That's not bad for the price, but it's not gonna. If I 10-0 you in Fortnite 1v1, can I get a PC? No. Cannot. What FPS would you get? Chubbs, you would probably get over 240. 5800X. Alright, let's see. We're waiting on these shaders to load, guys. That's why we can't hop into a game yet. Let's turn that off for now. What's up, guys? So let's see. 2070 Super 12400F good? Yes, it is. Solid little budget bit. In case this stuff old office PCs came with RAM, PSU, motherboard. Okay, nice, Joshua. Nice. You got an $80. Oh, $80. Like the Optiplex 3060? Is that what you meant? Your laptop? No. Okay, nice. It's 420. It is. It's almost 6 p.m. here. Um, let's see. What's up, everybody? We got 114 people in here already. Let's go. What are your thoughts on 970 XT and 7800 X3D? Dalt, that's one of the best combos you can get right now. It's one of the best. 9600X and 9060 XT, that's a good combo too. EJ8, that's a good build as well. 3070, I missed that. Man, this thing's going fast. Let's make this a little bigger here. A little bigger so I can see better on the TikTok chat, guys. Man, it's moving. 5500, 5060, good for Fortnite. You're probably not going to get 240 FPS with the Ryzen 5 5500, my guy. Yeah, Waffles, CPUs are harder to find deals on used these days. Honestly, it's really hard to find them. Guys, our shaders are not moving. They don't want to move. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, 5060 14700F. It's a little bit of a bottleneck, but it's not bad. Hey Matt, what GPU should you upgrade? 5500 and an RX 580. You definitely need a GPU upgrade. What do I think of the Gravistar V75? I like Gravistar's keyboards. I wish they would make... So I'm using the V60 Pro right now, and I really wish they would make this a 75%. That would be awesome. 5070 and 7500F, as long as you're playing at 1440p, I think that's good. Waffles, nice. Waffles. You got $600 PC, Ryzen 8400F. That's insane, Septic Tank. Did you buy that before everything went crazy? Legu Man, I think that would be a little bit of a bottleneck on the CPU side, but if you play at 1440p or 4K, it'll be a little better. Be a little better. Not gonna be too bad. Guys, I don't know. This shaders has not moved like at all. I'm gonna restart Call of Duty and see if it will fix. You have a what should I get? 1080p. I would get the 5700 XT Amidu because the 5700 XT is still getting driver updates. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Lewis. I'm closing the game and restarting because the shaders weren't moving. Is the 3060 12 gigabyte still good? Yeah, it's still okay. The problem with it is the price. Everybody loves their 3060, and so they like the used market 3060s are so crazy with prices right now. BattleNet servers. Is there like a new Call of Duty update today or something? What the heck's going on? How much do you think? What CPU for the 5060 8 gigabyte? I would go Ryzen 5 5600 or the 12400F, or if you want to go AM5 like the 7500F, that would be a good one. Thanks for sharing the live, Addison Ray. 4060 Ti for 270. That's probably not too bad. Is it the... Oh, so the console store. 5070 and Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Yeah, dude. Robbie, thank you for following, my guy. Thank you so much. I probably missed some other follows. It looks like we got like 9 new ones, but hey, chat be zooming right now, guys, with all these PC questions. So I'm trying to think. There's plenty of good mice out there. The Gravistar mice is fine. Enrico, thanks for following. Solitude, Yasin, thanks for following, guys. We're about to hit 130,000 followers, guys. Or we might have already hit it actually. I can't afford a 5090, my guy. Mug, thank you for the follow. Hey, guys, when we get to 150,000 followers, we're doing a PC giveaway. It'll be America only, but we will do a PC giveaway. Christopher, thanks for the subscription over on the YT, my guy. You have a 5600 and 1080 Ti? That's a solid build. It's a solid build, Zolvix. 7900X 5070, what GPU should you upgrade? I mean, before you upgrade your GPU, I would look at make sure you got like a 1440p or an OLED monitor in, because that's going to be a nicer upgrade than a GPU, honestly. Once you get to around 5070 performance, guys, like you're not going to tell a huge difference in most games. I mean, honestly. Enrico, yes, I do like the MSI 5070 gaming trio. I mean, the price of it's kind of high right now because all the 5070s are pretty high. I probably wouldn't pay much over like 630-ish for a 5070 if I were you. See, like Marcy, like the 9070 XT is pretty a good chunk better than the 5070 in raw performance, but like you just put in your new GPU, it looks blurry. Any ideas? Make sure you updated your new drivers if you don't have new drivers. And sometimes even if you do update drivers, like Fortnite does this weird thing where it'll like change your settings and your 3D resolution might be like really low. Okay, it looks like the shaders are actually loading this time, so if you can afford it with a 5070, I would get 7800X 3D or like a 250K plus on the Intel side. So you got Domid. So when you say high frame rates, it depends on what games you're playing, because Tech Gamer BB, thank you for the follow. Because some games the CPU is what pushes you really high frame rates. How much do you think I need to spend on a good build that'll be future-proof? When you say future-proof, you mean like it's going to last you a long time? I would say you're probably going to have to do like $1,000-ish or so to get that. 7800X AMD graphics card with a 5800X 3D. Tech Gamer BB, that's a good one. You got this set up for free, Zolvix? Really? That's sweet. Is the RX 5600 GPU good? I mean, not the best in the world. You paid 1K? That's not bad at all. 7800X 3D and 5070, good for streaming. Probably be okay for streaming. AMD CPUs can struggle a little bit with streaming, but I think you'll probably be okay as long as you don't go too crazy. If I took... Okay. What a weirdo. How should I get about going, guys? Please, if you spam the same question over and over again, we're gonna get West Pond stress testing. So we don't really like stress test per se. But I am getting very upset with the fact that these shaders will not load very fast. Like, it's taking forever. There's no reason to get the 9950X 3D 2. That is just absolutely a waste of money. I don't say that about many things, but that one is. Why are you not able to use the gaming laptop? If a blower fan on a 2080 Ti is bad, I mean, the blower fans run a little hotter. I wouldn't say that it's particularly bad. The 9950X 3D is okay, Archer. It's the like the X3D2, that new one they come out with, is just like stupid expensive and like not worth the price. The 9950, that's awesome, Aaron. Is a 2070 okay if for the right price? Terry, I don't think the 5060 in a $1,500 budget is the best in the world, unless you're getting like a lot of storage or something. GPU advice for $300 to $400. 3080 used, or like a 6800 XT used, or 37 or a 3080 Ti used, somewhere around in there. Can an HDD be a bottleneck in gaming? Blue Zone, 100% it can. 100%. Because there's a lot of games these days you have to yet don't spend, Enrico, $834 is insane for a 5070. I would not spend that much on a 5070. Dalt, I don't think there's any reason to go above a 7800X 3D unless you're getting like a 5090, maybe a 5080. You justify it, but other than that, really, there's no reason. What are your recommendations for $1,200 or $1,300 build? That just really depends. Hey guys, shaders are finally loading. Let's go. It's about dang time. Just bought a B570 Eagle, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 4080. Put it all together. Let's go, Savior. Let's go, baby. Is 3070 5800X? It's a good combo. You can play AAA games as long as you lower the settings. You can play at 1440p. I don't know what the Acer Nitro 5. I don't know what the specs of that are off the top of my head. Is a 14400F a good CPU? It's not bad. What temp to cook a pizza in the oven? It depends on what kind of pizza. Typically, like, we cook ours around like 400, 425. 4070 Ti is better, Saturn. But it's also going to be significantly more expensive. 7500X3D and 5070? Yes, that's a baller combo. 13600KF and 5080, will you be bottlenecking? If you're not playing at 4K, it's going to be a little bit of bottlenecking. Taylor, have I ever had a boneless pizza? Have you ever had a bone-in pizza? Ryzen CPU. I missed that. It went too fast. It went away. Good combo? Yeah, weird face that I don't know. Yeah. Mr. Burl. That's an okay combo. Intel? Tony, so look, if you haven't paid attention to the shorts or you hadn't been on the shorts grind with me, like, we've been building this $650 PC, and a bunch of people in my comment section were like, you should have did the Intel Arc B570, my guy. And so I was like, okay. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. So that's what we're testing it to see how much better it is than the 3050, which I feel like in some games it should be significantly better. Pyrotech, I would get at least a 7800X 3D or a 270K plus if you're doing Intel. You could do like a 13900K or a 14700KF or something like that. W impression, yeah. I mean, that's how I envision the most of my TikTok comment section when they're being stupid. That's how I envision that they actually talk. Yo, what's good? My SATA SSD. I don't know. I missed that. I think my mouse just died on my streaming PC, guys. That's no bueno. Because I don't know where the cord's at. Okay, we have a cord on the PC. Hey Skrilla, you about to get muted, my guy. Yeah, just gonna time you out there for a second. Will the GPU prices really raise? Probably. Roman heals, HHG. Well, yeah, it can hurt performance, Roman, absolutely. Yes, GPU prices are everything, guys. Like, nothing's going down. So like you just waiting for prices to go down. You're gonna be waiting for at least a year, possibly even longer. It'll be a year if we're lucky for prices to go down. 5900X, 7600 XT. Luke, yeah, that would be a decent upgrade. Is the 5070 420? Yeah, dude. Lolo, CS Lolo, that'd be cool. Build a PC and I'm stuck. The actual GPU to get 5070 Ti, 5080, or 4070 Ti Super. Jade, now just get whichever one is the cheapest of those, honestly. Is 2200 a good price for a 9070 XT, 7800 X3D? Yes, Dalt, absolutely, that's a good price. We're actually, Dalt, I'm about to build a PC like that, but I'm gonna use an Intel CPU just because it'll make people upset in my comments. But that's about the price that you're gonna pay for that, Dalt, right now with current prices. Yeah, I'm gonna do the 270K plus instead of the 7800X3D um just because I've never tried that CPU, and according to a lot of the benchmarks, um the 270K plus is like a solid CPU. Like for the price, it's around $300. It gets like almost 7800X3D performance, or it gets almost 9800X3D performance. It's about the same as a 7800X3D. So those two are about equal as far as, you know. On Rico, like for AM5, I think you can't really go wrong with any of the main three or four manufacturers. It just depends on like what you think. Like I always, when I'm buying a, yo, we got 13 roses by Angel. Let's go. I don't care about I look more like I look for, what was I gonna say? The looks of the motherboard. I don't really prefer, like, I don't have a team, Jaden. I have a Ryzen CPU in my main PC, but I only game on it. If I was going to create content and stream, I think I would prefer Intel. Future Star, this piece, the PC case, it's linked in the description. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I think it's sold out already on Amazon. Angel, I have a ton of PC tips on my my channel, but like right off the bat, just don't overthink it. Find you a good tutorial. Like, be careful with the CPU. Make sure you use thermal paste. Make sure you take the sticker off your cooler, little things like that. Yeah, I would just be careful. All right, guys. I don't have as much time today, so I gotta get these tests started. All right, so we got a dolphin from Natil. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. I'm gonna turn off frame gen. No upscaling, no sharpening, no 100% render resolution. We want this to be on minimum settings and then put it on 100% render resolution. Make sure that we're on max FOV. All right, let's get in the game. Let's see what we can do. So, guys, we will use the same. What's up, Steph? We're gonna use the same settings that we used for the 3056 gig so that we can compare them in a video later on. So yeah. MSI B550 MPG black. It's fine. If you like the looks of it, Enrico, it's a good motherboard. I didn't know the edge was black though. Most of the time MSI edges I thought were white. I just bought a 7800X3D for your gaming rig, Roman. Oh yeah, that's a solid combo, Roman. What's up, Tate? You ready for school tomorrow? Why don't your 3050 have a cable? What do you mean? Like the GPUs don't come with cables. GPUs don't come with cables. Your power supply should have a cable though. I mean, that's up to you. So you can get that same motherboard, Enrico. I don't remember what the black version's called. They have a black version of that motherboard, but I don't remember. They have a different name for it, but it looks exactly the same as the Edge, but it's black. Maybe Carbon? Maybe it's Carbon? I don't know. Carbon might be the more expensive one. Is Gen 5 SSD worth it? I think Gen 5 SSDs are worth it if you are going to be doing content and stuff. Ryzen 7 5060 Ti. It depends on what Ryzen 7 it is, Misty. MSI Afterburner. Yeah, Carbon's double the price. Yeah, there's another one, though, that's black that's not double the price, Enrico. I just don't remember what it is. Hey, guys, already, like, we're getting a lot more FPS than we did with the 3056 gig. Just FYI. Does it have a port? Oh yeah, that's fine. Dark Knight or what? Darth Knight? I don't even know. It's fine if you don't have a cable. The 3050 we used in this one didn't have a cable either. They don't all have cables. All right, guys, I gotta start the recording for the YouTube video. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Warzone if we pair it with a Ryzen 5 5500? We built a $650 gaming PC using all brand new parts, and this GPU was requested to be used, and so that's what we're doing. We got 16 gigabytes of RAM running at 3200 mega transfers per second, and our settings right now that we're rocking are low settings, minimum settings, 100% render resolution, no FSR, no upscaling, nothing like that. And we're gonna see what we can do here, guys. Right now the 1% lows because of the loading screen. We're a little low, but we'll see what happens as we come in and land here. All right, we're gonna see if we can. All right, we got a shotgun. I don't really want a shotgun. I always forget what button it is to open these chests. So yeah. All right, guys, we're getting around like 90-ish FPS. Oh, here's a... Oh my gosh. Oh man, that was bad. Time in America right now, it's like a little after 6, I think. Yeah, like 6:15. I don't want to land over there on that ship. That dude was way better than me. There's a dude on this roof, and I don't want my... I knew he was coming. All right. Now we know that we're getting around 90-ish FPS in this. We're going to I'm gonna camp right here, guys. Let's see what happens if we use some upscaling. Let's do Intel XeSS. Oh no, it just froze the game. That's not bueno. Okay. Intel XeSS is not helping us out at all.
Gas is inbound.
No! Oh, why was that dude just sitting in there? Guys, please don't spam. Ryzen 5600, 56 Ti, it's not very good price, no. That's not a good price. You bought a PC, AMD 5600, 5700 XT. I wish these people would leave me alone. I'm just trying to benchmark and chill with chat. Dude, you're lucky I didn't have a real gun, or you... Dude. Alright, guys, we gotta play another game. No, we're not on max settings. Why would we play Warzone at max settings? I'm doing good, Zeno. How are you doing, my guy? What's up, guys? You might try the Gaming Pro. It's black with no RGB. Yeah, that's not bad. I wish I could think of how good is a 4060 Ti. I mean, it's okay. Steph, I don't personally like the 7600. Nesco, you got you bought 5600G, 5700X. That's pretty good for the price, for sure. Oh, dude, Blast from the Teenage Past. That's a great deal you got there, buddy. It's a really good deal. Yes, then restarts. What do you mean? Oh yeah, I don't... Why is your frame time so bad? It's because we're on the loading screens. We're at 1080p low settings. You like my haircut? Thank you, my guy. 9600X, 9070, 16 gig. That's a baller combo, my guy. Try CS2. We are at Nesco. We are going to try CS2. But I haven't tried all the settings on the 5070 yet. I've got to try those settings. For some reason, the upscaling, the Intel XES upscaling wasn't working very well on minimum settings. So we're gonna try that again and see if that was like a, like a freak accident, or what was the deal? Oh, crap. Why is the MSI Gaming Trio and white so much more expensive? It's just a white tax. It just does that. How do you get better frames than me? You have 7800, 3050, 3080. Well, the 3080 doesn't have 15 gigs, so you could be getting scammed. You like my background? Like my room? The GPU, we're using the Intel Arc b570, guys. Intel Arc b570. Alright, so, okay, we're on minimum settings. Turn that off. We want this to be 100 on the render resolution. Apply those settings. And then we want to turn on Intel XeSS and see if that does anything for us. I don't think it will. I think Intel XeSS is not working very well. It doesn't look like it is at all. Doesn't look like it's working at all. My brother finally got his own PC, i5 9500 terabyte. No GPUs, OEM. I think so, Pixel Kings. A 3050. If you don't want to have to use, adapters and stuff, yes. We're playing on low settings, guys. Right now we are trying Intel XeSS. And we're gonna see how it helps, like what kind of FPS we get with that. The 1% lows will change here in a minute after we get out of this. After we get out the helicopter, it'll be better. As far as that goes. But we'll see if okay. Okay, Intel XeSS is a little better. Well, not really. Well, yeah. It's like 115, 120-ish. So not bad for Intel XeSS. I think it's set to quality. What game? This is Warzone, guys. This is Warzone. What do we have? We have Intel XeSS set to balance, which that's what we want. I know I heard a dude land over here, though. I don't want to get shot in the butt. Maybe I didn't hear anything. I don't know. We're running. No! I'm glad this dude was trying to run around like a doofus. So I could get him. If that dude was any good, either one of those guys was good, I would be dead. DDR4 build. No! No! Why? What a loser. Yeah, it's actually doing pretty good, which we do have Intel XeSS on right now, guys, but it's doing pretty solid. We're going to turn on FSR frame gen here in just a minute. I just got to like, oh my gosh.
Enemy soldier incoming.
No, why? Why? This has 10 gigs of VRAM, guys. The Intel Arc B570 has 10 gigs of VRAM. but it is slower VRAM. Why do these people just not... Okay. Now that we're clear for a minute, now let's turn on frame gen. Oh, no. Oh, frame gen, guys. Getting over 200. Over 200. Sorry, guys. This game is really hard to talk in because, like, I don't want to have to restart and play another game. So, what? DDR6 though? Yeah, it is. It is slower VRAM. Yes, that is true. It is slower VRAM than like the 50 series, which is why it doesn't perform as good. But also the whole thing, like the GPU in general, is just slower in general than the other ones. Like the 5060 is gonna destroy this, but you know, for the price, I mean, 240 brand new. It's $100 cheaper than the 5060. Oh my gosh. Oh, Nvidia is the only company. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and even like the AMD, like everything, like I know this is probably not right, but like it's like, are there any 5 GB cards? Not unless it's like unless it's like some kind of office PC card. I don't think there's any 5 GB cards. Unless there's some kind of office PC something or another. I don't think there's any 5 GB cards. This dude had a full loadout and everything. I bet he's mad. He just got beat by somebody on a $650 gaming PC. I bet he feels bad. What do you think of the WX3100 Pro? I think it's pretty bad. Do they still have Bicycle? Great budget PC specs? Yeah, dude, this thing's chilling. Which we are using frame generation right now, so that's why the frame time graph is kind of going crazy. But, you know, I don't think you can complain too much for the price. I guess really this one...
25 remain. Solid work so far.
Ah, I had the knife out. I couldn't get the gun out fast enough. All right, guys, I think that's good enough for this, honestly. I don't think we need to test this anymore. It's solid. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. Hey, please, I'm new. Can you tell me the component what are you talking about? Please quit typing in all caps. I feel like you're yelling at me for no reason. What PC is it? It's a PC that I built on the channel, $650 PC. The long form video will be coming out this week. But it won't have this GPU in it. This GPU is going to be used for a different video. All right, guys, we got Call of Duty check marked. Let's go some Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah. Oh, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, we got a GG. We had a GG from some guys. Got several GGs. Appreciate you. Can you have it? No, you cannot have a free PC. 5060 Ti. The 5060 Ti. Oh, it's gonna lag slightly. We just literally had no lag, Jacob. Zero lag. If you think it lags, it's because you believe too much crap that Gamers Nexus says. Literally did not lag a single time other than when I was changing settings in the middle of the game. We were playing on low settings, SRB. The 5060 Ti, last I looked at the prices, it's probably a decent buy. Last I looked at prices, it was a decent buy. Because it was around the same price as the regular 5060. Now, this is the 8 GB version, guys. It's not the 16 gig. The 8 GB version, it's a little bit more expensive. It's not terrible. It is about $70 more than the regular 5060. Oh, here's a 5060 Ti right now for only $450. Like this Zotac one, insane buy. If you can find it around that price, absolutely snag that. If it's around 450, I don't think that's too bad. Well, no, there's one for yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it honestly. Uh, I just don't know that much about the 8 gig. I don't know. I don't know. That's my thoughts. 3060's just it's okay graphics card. It's just overpriced right now, guys. It's just overpriced. Um, is the new standard of RAM 32? No. Just depends on what games you play. You can play. We're playing on 16 gigs right now, guys, and we're fine. Thank you for the heart, me VP. Is my Ryzen 5600Z better than this PC or worse? It's probably some games, Nesco, it might be a little better. CPU-based games, this one's probably going to be a little better than yours. You missed the intro? Yeah, we're... You mean the intro for... Don't worry. CPU bottleneck. Why are you even worried about CPU bottleneck? Because you shouldn't be worried about a CPU bottleneck for the most part. Can you run BeamNG? Not on this one today. We don't have it downloaded. You know, I don't mind testing BeamNG because it's not a long test, but like the YouTube, like the shorts and the TikToks, when I make them on BeamNG, they don't get a lot of views, so it's hard for me to like want to test that. It's the $650 PC, guys, that we built on the channel not too long ago. All right, guys. Let's see. I gotta make sure that I test the same settings. I remembered the Warzone one, the Warzone settings off the top of my head. But I did not remember the Cyberpunk. So, all right. So we're gonna test Ultra settings first, guys. Oh, and I have to change my webcam to down here so that we can see the benchmark. Are people able to buy it? Not right now, no. I have thought about the graphic on the screen is from MSI Afterburner. I've thought about, guys, if you live like this would only be US only because I can't ship overseas. It's just way too expensive. But yeah, that's what I was getting at, Lotto. So, well, y'all done made me forget what I was talking about. The I gotta get this started. So anyway, how good is the Intel Arc B570 in Cyberpunk 2077 if we use a Ryzen 5 5500? We recently built a $650 gaming PC that you can see right here beside me, and a lot of people wanted us to try the Intel Arc card with it, so that's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to run the same settings that we did with the 3056 gig. And we're going to start it on Ultra settings with no upscaling and no frame generation. And we're going to run the built-in benchmark and see what happens. What do you think about the 1080 Ti? I mean, it doesn't have driver support anymore. But, oh, what I was saying about this PC, I thought about starting like... So I have a page on java.gg. No, dude, these are all brand new parts, guys. Why is the game so much louder than my voice? That's a great question. Cyberpunk is just generally loud, so let me pull that down a little bit for you guys. I don't know what's first PC you should have. Depends on what you can afford. Thank you for the follows, guys. We've got 25 new followers so far. Yeah, the game audio is yeah, I just turned the game audio down, guys. All right, guys, right now, Ultra settings, 1080p. No upscaling, no frame gen. Getting around 70, 80 FPS. Scrub, Alex, thank you for the follows. You can use 4 sticks of RAM on your motherboard. Depends on what you're doing, but like... It just depends. What upgrade? 5500, 3060 Ti? Depends on the games you play, guys. Intel Arc B580 and 7600 XT with a Ryzen 5500. Colin, they're probably about the same, honestly. No, no, no. It's like looping over. Oh, I got you. I don't know if the sound is annoying or something, guys. Just let me know. TikTok sound is weird sometimes. Is the 1080 Ti that good? The 1080 Ti is like it's just getting old, guys. It would be fine if they kept updating drivers for it, but they're not anymore. All right, guys, we got 81 FPS right there on Cyberpunk. That is pretty dang good. Ultra settings. Like look, everything was pretty much high ultra. It's the ultra presets. All right, so now we're gonna do ray tracing medium because that's what we did on the 3050, and we're gonna see what that does for us. Who needs to hide their face in shame? Oh, okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, the 1080 Ti, guys, it's just the age thing at this point. You just bought a 5050. It depends on what you paid for it, Ant. The 5050 is not inherently bad. It's just the price. If my PC get, oh my gosh. Let's see. You know what? I ain't got the patience for that. What's my favorite game? Um, I don't know. I mean, back in the day, Halo 3 was just amazing back when it first come out. Like that was that was a good game, you know? But I think Fortnite was generational. And I still like to play Fortnite occasionally. So I don't know. I would probably say like Halo 3 probably. What do you think about the Ryzen 9700X? I think it's a good CPU. Just depends on the price. Sometimes it's almost the same price as the 7800X 3D, so there's no. Are there any good pre-builts out there right now that cost like 2K? Yeah, dude. There's a bunch of pre-builts around 2K that are good. I have 2 pre-built companies in my bio that have some good PCs. Skytech and AES Tech Gaming. They both are affiliate links, so the 4068 gigabyte is probably like just too overpriced at this point. Why, dude? DDR5 prices are up for many reasons that I just don't care to talk about, honestly. Um. Okay, guys. We got 44 FPS, which 387. Sorry, guys. This was somebody I work with. We start back to work tomorrow. Anyway, 44.62 FPS. Um. Anyway, that's not too bad. But let's also test low ray tracing because I think I also did that one. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Run the benchmark. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to answer that work question. Not a full time, content creator at the moment. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. You're awesome, guys. We got almost 100 people in here today. You guys are awesome. 38 on YouTube. Just phenomenal, phenomenal, guys. If anyone is interested in this PC, the link is in my bio or in the YouTube description. Need a budget RGB keyboard with software? Allah. Allah is my favorite. I don't know. Oh, here it is. This keyboard right here, guys, from Allah is so good. This one is $65. They have some cheaper ones, but this one is just so good. It has white and black version, but it's just very good. Very good. And it has software that you can change everything on. You can do it online without having to actually download software. Anyway, all right, sorry guys. Guys, this is getting like 60 FPS, low ray tracing settings. This is insane. All right. 72 average FPS. Yeah, that definitely crushed the 3050. Oh man, guys, that definitely crushed it. So that's pretty dang good, guys. I'm just not gonna lie to you. That's pretty good right there. All right. Sorry, I started talking like a country bumpkin, but I am a country bumpkin. All right, we got Cyberpunk checked out and down and out. Now let's try some Forza Horizon 6. Hey guys, thank you for the roses. I got some roses and heart me's have been coming in. I appreciate you. I just don't get the notification in my headset for those. So, but I do appreciate them. Jump Squad, what's up? B570. My brother has it. Yeah, dude, it's doing pretty good. Definitely better than the 3050. Yo, we got 19 roses in the house from Jump Squad. We're gonna test Fortnite at the end, Zenuk. Hey, we got a finger heart from the sword, Sammy. It's the PC that I built, guys. $650. All brand new parts. Link in bio if you want to check them out. I got all the parts from Amazon. Tired? Just dude, I bet you are, dude. When are you testing Siege? I'm just going down this. Yo, we got what is this? Perfume. Thank you, IDK. What's the recommended budget to get a PC pre-built that can play Cyberpunk? I don't know. That's a hard question to really say. If you're willing to buy used, you could probably find a used PC that could do it. You're just looking for high OD. It really just depends on the specs. About the niche super, I have no idea what you're talking about. I can talk a little bit about Dragon Ball Super. You love my music? I don't make music. This Forza game's playing music at the moment, but I don't know anything about it. That's just you love what I do, IDK. Thank you so much, my guy. Hey, we also got a You're Awesome from VP. Is use the way to go for PC building? I think for depends on your budget, but if I was gonna buy, what did you get in Warzone on low settings without upscaling? We got 90 to 100 FPS. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I got 200 unread DMs. I'm not looking at your DMs. I don't have time for that. I have a wife, I have kids, I have a real job, and I do this. So I don't have time to read your DMs. And the majority of the DMs are, can I have a free PC? No, you cannot have a free PC. I got a mortgage, I got a wife, I got 2 kids. I need I got to take care of myself, I got to take care of my family first. I love you guys, but my family's way more important. I appreciate you, OD. All right, guys, let's get this started because I can't be on here all night tonight. I gotta go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Can I play for a PC? No. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Forza Horizon 6? We're testing it with a Ryzen 5 5500 because we just built a brand new parts $650 gaming PC that you can see right here. And we tried it with a 3050. It wasn't the best, but now we're going to try it with a B570, see how it performs. You can check those other videos up on the channel if you would like, or my main channel, Matt Miller PCs. All right, so we're going to max this out. We're 1080p. All right, 1080p. We're going to save that. Let's make sure that we're no upscaling. We don't want to do any of that. No anti-aliasing. We don't want to do any of that. And let's do the graphics performance here. So guys, I got to check my phone here. I can check my phone here. So let's, because I want to use the same settings we did like with all right, we did medium settings with the RTX 3050. So we're doing the same settings we did with the 3050 so that I can compare them in a video, you know? Is 3080 a decent card for 1440p? Yes, we tested it a few weeks ago. Hey guys, for if any of you miss any of the streams, the live streams stay up on YT, and I also like condense it down into like an 8-ish minute YouTube video. PC builds are a little longer because like I go over the parts and stuff. Yes, if you got a 5070 $550 brand new, you better buy that thing like now, because that's an insane deal. OD, stop, my guy. Unc, what PC can you get with 1750 from the UK? I don't know, because UK pricing is different than our pricing, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Is this guys? Oh my gosh, my dadgum. My recordings keep messing up. All right, sorry, I started talking like a country bumpkin, but I am a country bumpkin. Okay, that might work. That might work. Just in case it doesn't though, I'm gonna go ahead and like redo the intro, guys, because I'm not. My recordings was being weird. Okay. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Forza Horizon 6? We're testing it with a Ryzen 5 5500 and 16 gigabytes of RAM. We recently built this PC for only $650, but we had to use only brand new parts, and we tried a 3050 first. It wasn't the best in the world, and so for $20 more, you can get a B570, and we're going to see how that performs. Right now, we're testing it on medium settings with no upscaling, no frame generation, and we're going to run the built-in benchmark to see how it performs. Hey, Liam, we're also doing this live on our TikTok and YouTube channel, so yeah, you can come check us out. Liam, we're gonna test Fortnite at the end. How are you streaming though? So I have a different PC that I stream with, and we use a capture card. In general, LaMelo, for that price, I would probably go with like a 9070. I would go DDR5 for sure. I would do something like a 9600X and like a 9070. I think you could probably do that. Chicken Newbie, if you want to check out all the PC parts, I have a link to the full Amazon list in my bio. Or you can check like the shorts. I have some on the shorts. Yeah, Jump Squad. So like I have to, when I do the testing, I have to do a dual PC, because otherwise like this PC would not be very good for streaming. I mean, you could stream on it, but it wouldn't be very good FPS. You built your PC recently, went cheap on the RAM. Is it a big deal? 16 gigabytes, 5600 CL40. Hey, Queso Clips official. Are you really the official Clips channel for Queso? If you are, why did you have to go cheap on RAM? Because I feel like he should pay you pretty good for that. But anyway, sorry, I got distracted. But no, you're fine with that RAM, Queso. Don't worry about that, my guy. How much should I spend on a PC for Rainbow Six Siege? That depends on how much FPS you want. All right, guys, we're rocking medium settings here, and we're gonna see what this built-in benchmark does. How you're not official? Why do you have official in your username if you're not official? Huh? What's your favorite car? I don't have a favorite car. I'm not really a car guy. What is your job? I'm a teacher by day. Um, oh, you're just a fan page, so you steal his content? Is that what I'm saying? Is that what I'm hearing? Hey, uh, can I ship parts of a PC? I have no idea if you can ship stuff to Kenya. I have no idea who Jenna is. Um, what type of teacher? So technically my degree is in math, but I teach computer science. I ain't carrying no kid in Fortnite. Those kids are crazy good these days, my guy. Hey, we got 74 FPS on the medium preset settings. So we crushed that, guys. That is pretty much what we got on low settings with the what you call it? I can't think. I'm having a brain spasm with the 3050. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do high plus ray tracing settings. We're gonna see what we get with that. If it'll save. Save, dang it. Is the 5500X3D good? I don't know. Hey, we got a gamer cat sent by the Jump Squad. Thank you so much, my guy. Is this thing saved yet? No. Guys, I might have crashed the PC. Teacher by day, preacher by night. How did you know? Something like that. Hey, 5070 and 7800X3D. Yeah, that's really good. Amin. Guys, I think I crashed my PC. Changing the settings. Alright, let's see. Alt. Okay, we're gonna have to reboot Forza. What do you think about the GTX 1650? If you're just playing esports, it's probably okay. But if you're not playing esports, it's probably not gonna be the best thing in the world. 4 gigabytes of VRAM is gonna be tough. Should you buy a 5060 8 GB? Your budget is $1,000. Yeah, $1,000 for 5060 pre-built's probably the best you're gonna do for $1,000 if you want a pre-built, honestly. Crowley, we're actually testing the Intel B570 today. We're not doing we did the 3050 the other day, and it did fry the 3050. But the yo, all for Dre, thank you so much. But the Intel Arc B570 actually did pretty good in ray tracing on Cyberpunk. All right, so we're on high ray tracing settings. All right, let's see what happens. Are you able to refund PCs when buying in SkyTech like Best Buy? Because I want to test that. I mean, I don't know how that typically. Crowley, that literally doesn't matter for testing. It matters if you're playing on it, but for me testing, it literally makes no difference. I could have it plugged up to literally the worst monitor ever. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, boosted. I agree, but, you know, I just try to give people what they want when it comes to testing, at least some of that. Is the 2080 worth it? If you can get it for a good price, yeah. Guys, it looks like this is also going to crush the 3050 in performance. 2080 Super still decent? Again, yes, it's still fine. It's just the price. Bane, so when we tested it on Saturday, we got like 170-ish FPS. No, we're not streaming off this PC. Jump Squad, the most requested games are like probably Fortnite and Rainbow Six got requested a lot, and let's see, what else have I had a bunch of? I see. I always test Warzone, so I really don't get asked that much because everybody kind of knows I test Warzone. But that gets like that always gets a decent amount of views. Cyberpunk always gets a decent amount of views because I test it a lot. We got 72 FPS guys with ray tracing high preset settings. And I don't know if it shows this or not, but if you look, no upscaling. We had no anti-aliasing, so that's pretty dang good. I think that's pretty awesome. So that's about all we're gonna do for this test because that compares it to the 3050. So we can chill. It just did crash when I was changing the settings. Other than that, it's fine. What's the FPS app? MSI Afterburner is what we use. All right, let's try Assassin's Creed. This game was the worst game on the 3050. Do you think 5070 7800 is 3D from AliExpress? LaMelo, I have no idea. We already played Warzone, Crowley. We played Warzone on it. We got like 100 FPS on low set, like 90 to 100 on low settings. Ethan, that's pretty good. That's pretty solid. That's pretty much the same thing as this one. Um, we just use the 5500, 1080p. We're doing everything at 1080p, guys. So with me on AliExpress, guys, I only buy CPUs off AliExpress. Sometimes SSDs are fine. GPUs are hit or miss. The best $1,000 PC, Bryson, it's hard to say. If you live close to Micro Center, you can get a really good $1,000 PC. If you don't live close to Micro Center, it'd be a little harder. FPS games, it's going to be more dependent on your CPU, guy. I wouldn't worry about. I would make sure you get a good CPU, bro. Give me a good build under $100. That doesn't exist. Minecraft FPS 1080p. Have no idea. I haven't tested Minecraft. What's up? I see you. You have a Ryzen 5 5600. I mean the 5070s is gonna be a little bit of a bottleneck if you go with a 5600X and 5070. What do you think about the 7800X 3D at 5060? I mean, I think that's great combo for you doing esports games. Thanks, man. Instead of getting a 5070 pre-built for 1K, should I go? If you found a 5070 pre-built for only $1,000, then you need to buy that because that's absolutely insane. I would make sure that it's not a scam. Because if you got a 5070 and a pre-built, I almost feel like you're for sure getting scammed. For $1,000, that is. What's the best CPU for Fortnite low settings? I mean, the 7800X 3D is probably gonna be the best. Spec and CPU the same thing? No, CPU is like a part of the specs. CPU is just one of the specs. I have a Rode Pod, Wyatt. Um, I'm not sure if I know what the NV7X is off the top of my head, but like the Rode Pod, I have the XLR version, so yeah. Yeah, the Shure. I know what the Shure is, but like I don't know if it's like if it, is it a USB mic? Is it an XLR? That's what I don't know. Darlin, your CPU is more important in Fortnite. So like it's like your CPU is more. I know there's some false information around. Like there's a pretty popular YouTuber that says that Fortnite is GPU bound, but it's not. Your CPU influences your Fortnite FPS way more. Um, Yo, is the 5700 XT with a Ryzen 5600G is good? Yeah, that's not bad. As a PC business owner, I'm pretty worried about the most recent news about the price increases. Yeah, Roman, it doesn't look very good as far as that goes. But there's not I mean, I guess it does suck for you if that's your main source of income. That probably does suck pretty bad. Lay P fam, what's up, channel member? How you doing, my guy? What do you think of the Core Ultra 250K Plus? I think it's pretty awesome CPU for only $200. Yeah, it's getting hard for builders. That's why I just mainly but I mean, you know, I say that it's getting hard for builders, but there's so many people still buying PCs. Yeah, now sales overall is bad. Um, but I mean, there's still people buying, just not as many people as there were. But anyway, all right. I've got to see. Let's see. What did we use on Assassin's Creed? We did high settings with FSR set to quality. All right, let's do high settings. But okay, I gotta restart the game to do that. You have a 50, 70, 32, 90. B-ball. It depends on, like, are you playing at 1440p? Roman, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, like if PC building, yeah, because like I've got a friend that works at Skytech, and look, guys, I mean it's not good for some of these PC because they can't get stuff in bulk like they used to either at decent prices. Like, you know, is the 8700F buns? The 8700F is kind of a weird CPU. You're on 1440p. That's good FPS, b-ball. Like, I don't know why. I wouldn't complain about 170 FPS. Yeah, I mean, Scott, all the companies are having to go up on their prices. Like I mean, because otherwise they can't make money and they got to pay their staff. Is a 5070 Ti worth it? You have a 5060, Brody. It depends on what games you play, my guy. If those streamers are on 230 FPS, one, they probably are using two PCs. Two, they could be using upscaling or frame gen. Or three, they have like a 5090. Or they're playing at 1080p. Could be one of those things. All right, guys. All right, so we're at high settings. Ray tracing's turned off. Let's see. Dynamic upscaler. Let's see. I don't want to use an upscaler, honestly. But let's do Intel XeSS native. Let's just do that since it's making me pick one of those. Let's see what that does. Crap, I'm not recording. How good is the Intel Arc B570 and Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced? We built a $750 gaming PC using brand new parts, and we're going to test it to see how it compares to the 3050 for only $20 more. All right, now the settings that we are using are high preset settings with Intel XeSS enabled, but we are using it at native. So native anti-aliasing, so we're not using anything extra as far as the upscaling goes. We're doing this live in front of TikTok and YouTube. So we'll answer chat while these benchmarks are running. You have a 2070 Super. I think it's pretty solid if you do it, you know, for the price that it is right now. Profit margins are tight, sales are dropping. Yeah, Roman, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. Where do I buy my GPUs? If they're new, Amazon or Newegg. Most of the time, Newegg's GPU prices are better than Amazon's. And I mean, I just do eBay most of the time because Java is other PC builders selling their stuff most of the time. So like, you can get some good pre-builts on Java from like PC builders, but you do struggle. As long as you like, guys, Newegg, Amazon, all those places, all of them are fine. Just look at who's selling it. If it's sold, if it's shipped and sold by Amazon, then you're fine. If it's shipped and sold by Newegg, you're fine. If it's shipped by some weird Chinese name, then I probably wouldn't trust it. Unless they have just insane seller ratings. That's what I would. Yeah. I've had zero issues as long as I pay attention to who I'm. Nice haircut. Thank you, John. You're the second person to notice that today. But yeah, my I went and got a fresh cut because the kids come back to school tomorrow. I'm a teacher by day. Kids come back to school tomorrow, so went and got a fresh cut. This is Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced, guys. Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced. Hey, Ian, I hate to tell you, but it's gonna be hard for you to run any games with that, my guy. 1 terabyte M.2 SSD, good, yeah. I don't mind the Intel Arc B580, but the price of it is not very good. All right, guys, looks like we got like 51 as our FPS average, which is honestly not bad. It's not bad. Um, it's not bad at all. But that was without upscaling, and we had to use upscaling at high settings to even get 37 FPS with the 3050. Um, You've had some good luck lately on Facebook. Picked up a fell off the back of a truck 5060 Ti. Oh, dude, yeah, that's sick. Um, yeah, you could. Well, right now, most of the SSDs are so like even regular SATA SSDs are not much cheaper for the most part. It's not terrible, Glio. Like, if you're using it for games, like it's not bad. I did not get the bundle off Newegg, but it is a pretty good. It's the bundle off Newegg. So when I looked at it before I ordered for the video, when I looked at it, the bundle off Newegg and getting everything off Newegg is about the same as getting everything off Amazon. If you like did like min max your prices, you might could, get it a little cheaper if you got like some parts from Amazon, some parts from Newegg. Yeah, the 3080 is still good for 1440p. Yeah, 7800X 3D is definitely future proof, guys. Definitely future proof. You're chilling with that. It's gonna be good for a while. All right. So we're gonna run this benchmark again, guys, but we're gonna do I guess we're gonna do quality. Yeah, quality. That's what we did with the other one. So we're gonna do quality and see what we get. Do you think the 5068 gigabyte can run 1440p? With low settings, it can. Yeah, the b570 is super underrated. I mean, it's not bad right now with current market prices. How do I fix the white light on my motherboard for CPU? It depends on. I mean, they're like, is it not posting at all? That white light means there's something going on with your CPU. So either something's not seated quite right. Hey Habibi, that's a good deal. Either something's not seated right with your CPU, or you like, or like your BIOS has to be updated or something like that. That goes for if your light. Now, if the light on your motherboard is white on CPU, just give it some time. It should post eventually. If it's red, then something's wrong, and you either need to update the BIOS or your CPU's not inserted correctly. Something's broke. Like, there's a lot of things that could be wrong. 9060 XT and 9600X, yeah, that's a good combo. I mean, then the CPU could be dead, or the motherboard could be. Well, the motherboard's probably fine. If you have access to Amazon, I would order another CPU and see if it works, and then you could return it if you needed to. Like, once you narrow it down to the CPU, Amazon is just the easiest place to return stuff. Do you think the RTX 5050 and 5800X are a good match. I mean, they're fine. It's a lot of CPU for that. Yeah, dude. 5500, 3050. John, honestly, I would. Oh, Jovan, thank you for subscribing over on the YT channel. Honestly, John, for you, I would look at the Intel Arc b570 that we're testing now, because it so far it's crushed the 3050, and it's only like $20 more, or it's only $20 more here in the US. What pre-built would you recommend for 1K? I haven't really looked at pre-builts that much. One stick of DDR4 is really bad. Um, I don't know how. Like, I don't know enough about pricing in other countries for me to really say. It looks like we did get over 60 FPS. I can't exactly tell what that is, but it looks like 62. Hold on one sec. Let me close this. 63 FPS. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty good. But we are going to do let's see. I am going to test a little bit of ray tracing on this, just because it will probably perform better. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. 800 euros is like $920 US, really? Ah, Roman, I don't know. I mean, that doesn't bother me. Can you recommend a monitor for $85? There was a monitor on Amazon for a while that was on sale for $85 that was 240 hertz 1080p IPS. What do you mean high performance games? What's your opinion on the 9050? I can't believe they're making a 4 GB graphics card, honestly. I'm kind of shocked by that, honestly. But I mean, if it was cheap enough and it got enough like FPS, then probably be okay for like esports. But I don't think it's gonna be cheap enough. Like, should you get a 9070 XT right now? Yeah, prices are gonna go up if you want to upgrade. Yeah, eBay does have some nice monitors. Guys, I just read them as I see them. Like, I'm doing the best I can as far as reading chat goes. I can tell you this: if you spam in chat, you're gonna get timed out. Like, I'm not dealing with that. Like, it's not fair to everybody else. So, yeah. Um, yes, overclocking is bad for your. It can be bad for your lifespan. Yeah, don't. I wouldn't wait to buy anything right now at the moment. Better to buy GPU and RAM now. I would go ahead and buy now, Jester, just because we don't know what's about to happen. Okay, guys, we're on high settings with upscaling, and we're going to do the extended ray tracing, and we're going to see what that does for our FPS. Thoughts on the 5060? It was not terrible, but right now the price of it's kind of crazy. Not gonna say my name. There's plenty of PCs that will be fine for a modded Minecraft. 5700X 9060 XT, solid combo, really nice 1440p combo. Lemire, I don't know. You don't really need a 5060 and a 7700X to be paired together, honestly. Like, that's too much CPU for that GPU. I don't think you need that. You traded your 2080 for to pair with your 3070 Ti? Yeah, dude, that's solid. At least 80 FPS. I mean, pretty much anything you get that's $2,000 is gonna be fine. I would just make like I mean, I don't know. You put the money sign in a weird spot, so that makes me think you're not from the US. So I don't know what prices look like in your country. I love the X3Ds because of the cache. Yeah, the X3Ds nice. If you're just gaming, X3Ds are nice. Latrell, that's a baller combo right there. Yeah, your currency. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, I noticed that from overseas that like the money sign is not in the same spot as we use in the U.S. So I don't know what you can get with your currency, but like, are you thinking about Project Helix? What am I thinking about it? I don't know. I think Cyber Power is fine. It just depends on which one you get. There is one Cyber Power pre-built on Amazon that has like a 6500 XT that's only a 4 GB card. Don't get that one. That one's bad. But other than that, I've seen some good Cyber Power deals. 5600 versus 5600X. There's no reason to get the 5600X unless it's, like relatively the same price. Guys, you can ask any question you want in the chat. I mean, I may or may not see it, but you can ask whatever question you want. Right now we're running the Intel Arc B570. Um that's what we're running right now. Project Helix, I don't know. I'm interested to see what they actually do with it because there's just so much like there's so much out there like rumors wise. 54 FPS guys with ray tracing extended with no frame generation. So I mean that would be pretty solid. If you use some frame gen, that wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. I think it would be a pretty solid performance. All right. Enough Assassin's Creed. Let's do some Marvel Rivals. Yeah, yeah. Marvel Rivals. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I just built a PC. Is there any way I can get contact with you? Help me with optimization? No, because I don't believe in optimization. I mean, there's a thing called Chris Titus Tech Tool, I think, or Chris Titus Tech, or Chris Titus Tool, maybe. I don't know what the official name of it is, but um, you can debloat Windows. Yeah. That's why I was saying the Chris Titus tool is probably the best or the easiest thing to do to debloat Windows. Yeah, that's probably the easiest thing to do that. Um, what do you mean? The official launcher for Minecraft? I don't know exactly. I'm assuming you have to do it through the Microsoft Store. 5070 is good for the right price. Your optimizer is better than everything? Sure. Person with a blank profile picture. I'm definitely going to trust that. Definitely going to trust a random dude with a blank profile picture that says their optimizer is better than someone that actually is, you know, really smart. No, we hadn't done Fortnite yet. Um, we're not far from Fortnite though. Is iBuyPower pretty good? No, I'm not testing a random. No, Nuffy. No. If you want people to respect you and trust you with stuff, then you gotta like create a legitimate looking business. Not someone named Nuffy with a random profile, like blank profile picture. What's up, Nuka? Yeah, I'm the orange PC guy. I'm glad people like that's what I want to be. I want to be the orange PC guy. All right, guys, let's film the intro for this. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Marvel Rivals? We're testing with a Ryzen 5 5500, 16 gigabytes of RAM. This is a $650 brand new gaming PC. We used all brand new parts just as a challenge. I know you could probably do a better PC used, but this is what we're doing. But we did an RTX 3050 to start with, and a lot of people in my comment section said the 57 or the B570 was better. So we're gonna also test it to see what it can do with the Ryzen 5 5500. So we're gonna be using the same settings that we used on Marvel Rivals. So we are first going to turn off upscaling, no frame generation, which means we have to restart the game, and all of our other settings are going to be on low for the low preset settings. All right, but we got to restart Marvel Rivals because it won't let you. It won't let you use frame generation unless you restart or turn frame generation off. All right, guys. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know that are new to the stream, um we we take every single game that we test, we while this is loading, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So like every single game that we test, guys, we also put it on our second channel, which is let's see. Dadgummit. Stupid keyboard. It's Matt Miller um Gaming. Look there. Matt Miller Gaming. So it's this channel right here. So what we do is we just go through and put like all of our benchmark testing there. Like back when I tested the 5070. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, 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 hey. Why are we not? Am I still here, TikTok? Anyway, we test it with the 50. Well, like we just post all the benchmarks here. I'm a little behind on that though because it does take me some time to do that. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we do. That's why I film the intros for every single game. What just happened? My internet went stupid for a second. That's what happened. I should be back now. I should be good. We should be good now. It looks like we're fine. Um, guys, please don't spam the same question over and over and over again in chat. You have an Asus. Why have 100 FPS in Fortnite? Probably because it's a laptop. Um, Marmalade. That's a good combo. I have some benchmarks for that on my second channel, YouTube channel. Guys, I would love to like if I like had enough money. How big is it's a full ATX PC that we're using. Um, it's a pretty big PC. I mean, it's not like huge and like super heavy, but 5080 9800X 3D for $3,100. That's probably an okay price for that. If it's got 32 gigabytes of RAM and at least a 2 terabyte SSD, probably. Yeah, Jay, that's true. Fortnite does love better CPUs for sure. Does love better CPUs for sure. All right, guys, we've got to get this rocking and rolling. All right, settings. All right, here we go. Low settings, no upscaling, no frame generation. All of that's good. All right, let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get here. We're gonna run the benchmark now. All right. I don't know, Sino. We got a lot that we've got to do before we can just do an RTX 2060 test. Honestly, um, because we have to like. So I've got this. I also want to do. We're gonna. We're also gonna be doing a 2060 and 10400F. Yeah, that's a decent combo. So with the 1% lows, guys, you have to like I have to manually restart that. Like right now it's 12, which is not fantastic. So that's not good. But I will say Marvel Rivals, the shaders might not be loaded all the way. So that could also be affecting our FPS at the moment. What's the stat thing called? It's MSI Afterburner. Now, on TikTok, you can't see this full stat thing. That's Marvel Rivals built-in stats, but... Oh, man, y'all can't even... Y'all hadn't... Dadgummit. Oh, well, it's not that big of a deal, like, that you couldn't see it. You couldn't see it on the thing. That's annoying, though, that I forgot to switch it. That's probably why my viewers dropped so much on. Yeah, Roman, I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Your GPU power draw is usually low. Not, it could be Blue Zone. That could be something. Is the 5050 really bad? No, it's not bad. It's just the price sometimes might be bad. All right, let's see. We're not testing War Thunder today. What do you think is most upgradable in Ryzen 5 7600X 9060 XT build? All right, guys. Looks like we got 76 FPS average. The 1% lows were bad though. And that's probably though because the shaders are not downloaded. That's why it was so bad. So I'm gonna delete that recording because yeah. How much FPS on CS2? We haven't done it yet. We haven't done Fortnite or CS2. We still have to do Fortnite, CS2, and Fortnite, CS2, and Rainbow Six. If we have time, we'll do the finals. I don't know that I would get a. Can you, for $2,400, can you get a 14900K and a 5080? I guess if you use DDR4, you might could. I guess. I don't know. 5600X and 5060. Yeah, that would be fine. There's no reason to play 1080p Ultra, but yeah. No, I don't do War Thunder most of the time. I don't really do War Thunder at all. I tried it a few times when I first started doing content and like nobody watched the videos, so I just stopped. You just found a PC with a 4060, 5500 local app. Blue Zone. I know, my guy. I just don't have the time. I've got to finish. I want to finish that. I do, because I want to play the campaign. I just don't have the time. Why Warzone lags so much on your PC? Did you let all the shaders load before you started playing? Yeah, so like part of the reason that I play the games I do, like, is because they're the popular ones that get views. I mean, that's honestly that, and channel members on YouTube, if they can pick games if they want. So far, SB, the B570 has freaking slapped the 3050. Like, it's not even been close. Not even been close. Unfortunately, the shaders for this is taking forever. Laptops come with what? I'm not sure. I missed that question. 9070 XT is better, but I mean the 9070 is not bad. They're both good. John Port, I don't know. In the US, that PC, I mean, if it's 700 for a whole setup, that's really good. The PC itself is probably worth close to that. I would say like 600 used, probably 550, 600. I mean, the whole setup for 700 is a crazy good deal. $700 PC. What are you talking about, Caustic? We haven't done Rainbow Six yet. What's the motherboard? We have an ASRock b550 right now in this one. Yeah, guys, just automatically. What are you talking about, Caustic Corpse? If you're talking about this PC, you're about to get blocked because you're just being stupid. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that crap. You go watch Negative Nancy. By the way, guys, Negative Nancy is code for Gamers Nexus. The best budget CPU for Fortnite? 5600, a used 5600. Or like if you want to go AM5 and DDR5 RAM, like a 7500F, it's also really good. $5060 Ti 12700 KF. Yeah, that's solid. Ryzen 5 5500 and 1066 gig. That's fine if you're just playing like esports games. Be chilling. Would you say? I already answered that. Do you AMD or Nvidia? I'll lean more towards Nvidia, but like, but I mean, I don't have a problem with AMD. Like, if I'm just gaming, AMD's fine. But like if I'm doing anything else, like streaming or editing, I would prefer to have Nvidia. Just because I've had less issues. Tech Drip. Get the best GPU you can afford. I haven't tried the 9070 King of Tyranny. I want to, but I haven't. I can't afford to spend that kind of money right now. How much FPS in Rivals with 7800X3D and 5070? David, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I did test that on it's on my second channel, Matt Miller Gaming. I have tested that combo before. You own a 9070 XT, any opinions? It is a good price to performance. This is Marvel Rivals, guys. We're just waiting for the dang shaders to load, which takes flipping forever. 4080 and 13900 KF for 1.7K. Yeah, that's good. 12400K is not a thing. At least not that I'm aware of. There's a 12600K. I have no idea. I mean, Python is just a coding language. You can do that on a Chromebook, can you not? Is a good build? What's a good build, Mr. Who? If your CPU goes to 100 and your GPU stays at 30, it depends on what's going on. Like right now, the reason our CPU temperature is high and our GPU usage is low is because the shaders are loading, and shaders uses, like, loading the shaders uses the CPU a lot. Once the CPU and the shaders are done loading, the temperature will go back down and the shaders will. OLED monitor's definitely worth it. Holy crap. That was my alarm to take the garbage out, guys. I have to take the garbage out. Dude. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Well, never mind. 5800 X30 and 5060? That's not bad. Could you recommend me $1,000 to $1,700 pre-built? That's a wide range there, buddy. I have some pre-built companies in my bio. I trust both of those companies, so they are affiliate links, so like I do get a kickback if you buy from them, but I've vetted them both and they both do good jobs, so like I trust both of them. I trust other people too. If you live close to a Micro Center, I don't get any money from Micro Center, but their power spec PCs or whatever their brand is hard to beat. How often should you check your CPU's thermal paste? Only if you're having temperature issues or maybe like 5 years or so, but I wouldn't test it unless you're having temperature issues. Who's spamming? Am I missing somebody spamming? Yeah, we don't believe in spamming. Is this PC on your page? Yeah, so I've made videos about it, but also it's the link is in my bio for all the parts. I don't know if the Intel Arc B570 is in the links. That's what we're testing right now. For only $20 more, you can get this Intel Arc B570, and I think it's totally worth it. Who else is spamming? Yes, Sammy, that is good. But you're getting muted for spamming. Can you get a free PC? No. What is other shaders? I have no idea. But it says we recommend waiting until Glober shaders are preloaded. Oh, maybe. Oh, as long as we do other shaders, we're good. All right, let's redo the benchmark then. I had to redo the benchmarks because it was the 1% lows were really, really, really bad, which is going to cause stuttering. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Marvel Rivals? We're testing it with a Ryzen 5 5500, 16 gigabytes of RAM, because we built a brand new parts gaming PC that you can see right here beside me for only $650, but we used a RTX 3056 gig, which is really bad. So for $20 extra, we can do a B570, and we're going to use the same settings, which are low preset settings, no upscaling, no frame gen, and we're going to see how well this performs. This PC would be fine on Valorant. Like, you would get over 240 FPS probably. What do I think of the AM4X 3D chips? They're really good if you can afford them. Guys, you're welcome to put any question. Is it the Challenger? Yes, Jonas, it's the Challenger. You can tell that's the Challenger by this RGB strip that I can't change the color to. 27 1080p monitor, good? Yeah, dude. 27. I'll only do 27-inch monitors. That's my favorite size monitor. What piece would this PC work for streaming? You could stream, Damien, but it would not be good. Like, I'm not streaming on this PC. I have a dedicated streaming PC when I do these tests and stuff. You have a B570 and a 5600X, Jonas? Oh yeah, dude, that's solid. Super solid. Super solid. Sorry guys, I'm trying to also communicate with my wife because, like, I know it's getting close to my kid's bedtime for my youngest son, which he's only like 9 months old. So, like, I'm gonna, like, she'll come in here and I'm gonna tell him goodnight here in a minute, but we're gonna definitely get this tested first. If he starts getting too fussy, like, I'm not gonna end stream, like, but I may have to, like, step away for a second to tell him goodnight. The GPU we're using right now is the Intel Arc B570. For the E-Day beta? Nah, dude, I won't be able to stream tomorrow. I have to go back to work. And, like, I only stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I don't know what E-Day is. What is E-Day? Is it like a big game that I should try to do that for? All right, guys, we got 86 FPS, 61 on the 1% lows. That's solid for the settings, for real. But if we turn off illuminations and reflections, all right, we want to see what that is like. Damien, I mean, I think you could get a decent PC. It depends on what games you want to stream and play. Gears? It's a Gears of War game? Ooh. That could be interesting. I'm not sure, Eamon, about the Gears or the GTA 6. I'm not sure how that's gonna play out. I think somebody said they had already posted some minimum specs, but I don't know if they're, like, legit or not. Let's see what our Yeah, dude, this is crushing the 3050. 14700, 5070. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. It's an awesome combo. You have a 2070 Super and 3700X. That's not bad. I can still play games. 700K 1660 Ti for $500. I don't know. It's got 32 gigs of RAM. Might be okay. Just depends on what's up, Hardware Haven. Oh, it's 0 because I didn't restart the timer. That's why it's 0. Math. 4060 13400F. That's not bad. It just depends on the price. So guys, the 1% lows, I have to start the timer. So like when it goes black for a second, the 1% lows are going to drop, which it looks like you can't see it on TikTok, but the 1% lows, like the minimum that it hit was 49. It'll show me the 1% lows in a minute on the actual. What do you think is the best $600 PC with used parts? We're playing on low settings, Zerman. No upscaling, no frame gen, low settings, but we also turned off illuminations and reflections. So 1% lows were 60, which is not terrible. Got about 103 FPS. So our settings, guys, we had everything on low except for right here, illumination reflections. You turn those off, you get more FPS in Marvel Rivals, just FYI. You get those. You get those. All right, guys. Let's throw on some let's see. I don't want to do frame generation, but let's do Intel XeSS set to quality. Let's do that. And this will be the last one that we do on Marvel Rivals. Rising cost of processors. I feel like processors are like the only thing that's kind of stayed consistent. I don't have Spider-Man 2 or most stable right now. Yeah, I feel like CPUs are the most stable. Intel XeSS is worse, guys. It's crazy. We're on low settings. Right now we just turned on Intel XeSS because we thought it might give us more FPS, but it's not. It's not, so I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Is memory tuning good? I don't, guys. There is no reason to worry about anything. Like you might, like if you want to debloat Windows, like I get that. Look, but anything else, guys, y'all are way like. There's no reason to do a bunch of crap to your PC. There's just no reason to do that. You might get 5 FPS more, maybe 10. These people that say they get like 50 FPS more are mostly just full of crap. Just don't. And then it makes you think that something's wrong with your PC, and it's just not. Like it's just not. Oh, that's cool, Goated. That's awesome, dude. 3080 or 4070. I mean, if you get a 4070 at a decent price, it's probably a little better, but most of the time the 3080 is cheaper and it's about the same performance. Vonnie's, that's a really good deal on a laptop, my guy. If it has 16 gigabytes of RAM, if it only got 8 gigabytes, I don't know. Yeah, guys, we got less FPS with that. Intel XeSS. Let's do balanced. See what that does, because Intel XeSS gave us less. Oh, 16 gigabyte single channel. It might struggle a little bit. I don't know what Windows 11 LTSC is. LaMelo. Where's the frame time? What do you mean? They're both right there. And you can see the frame. I don't have a frame time graph. Is that what you want? Is that what you're talking about? Try GTA Legacy. We're not. I'm not doing GTA tonight. I mean, it's just. Oh, the frame time graph. Yeah, I just have the frame rate graph. Is the frame time graph better? Is that a better graph to use? Guys, I'm 34. I'm unk status to these kiddos, man. All right, so Intel XeSS, guys, is not a. How do you enable? How do I? This game, yeah, this game's optimization is absolutely just absolutely horrible. For 600, is it worth getting 3060 instead of 3050? Yeah, I agree, Jay. I agree. Owen, a 3060, maybe. I mean, yeah, it's definitely worth it over the 3050 for sure. If you buy used 3060, I would not. I know they're re-releasing the new 3060, but don't buy that. That's just so bad, so bad. Is the CPU and GPU balanced with each other? Yeah, pretty much. But literally, that's one of the dumbest things to worry about for the most part. All right, guys, 104 FPS. So like Intel XeSS didn't really help us out at all. So anyway, we're done testing this game. This game's just so bad optimization wise, but it does okay on views. So that's why we do it. All right, guys, let's do some Rainbow Six Siege and some Counter Strike. And we'll do Fortnite. We might do the finals if we have time. We may not do the finals. I don't know. Could how are you doing the frame counter from Afterburner? Yes, I'm doing the frame counter from Afterburner. I would not go from a 59 or the 5600 GT to a 5950X unless you need all those cores and threads. I don't have time to show you how to do it right now, Goated. But I probably should make a video about that. That would probably be a good video to do. Our TikTok stream hadn't been that great today, guys. You get 200 FPS in CS on your laptop. Vonzi, probably not. I mean, if it's smooth, as long as it's smooth, you're not going to get more FPS. The only thing that adding the other 16 gig stick RAM, 16 gig of RAM is going to do is like possibly make it a little smoother. Why can't you update your AMD chipset? I don't know. Most of the time when I've not been able to update the AMD chipsets because Windows had an update it needed to do first. You have a 1660 and an i5 9th gen, 9th gen. I mean, that's an okay build. I mean, you need to upgrade at some point, but like, if it plays the games you want to play, it's not that big of a deal. Yes, Jay, you like that PC's just not very good. You need to upgrade everything. Like, you're not going to be able to just fix it because it's so old. Random Luke guy, thanks for following. Isaac, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you. 700K and 2060 Super. What do you mean medium range gaming? Yeah, I do get tired from all the questions. But the main reason I get tired from the questions are like people that spam the same question over and over again. I also get tired of like people getting upset because they want like free information. Like I can't I, I'm giving you like I can answer I don't mind answering stuff that's like really easy questions. Like those are easy. But like if like some of these people get so upset because I'm not answering their question and they're asking like a random crazy questions that like it would take me a lot of time to answer. And so stuff like that's really annoying. But I also like interacting because I feel like interacting with my audience like this has really helped my content. And so, yeah, this would run Roblox fine. What's a good graphics card for an i5 9th gen? So, my opinion, guys, on graphics cards is get the best one you can afford. Jay, thank you for the heart meme, my guy. Get the best graphics card you can afford. It's okay if, like, if it bottlenecks. The B580 can play everything, Luke. I try to answer questions, but I literally can't answer everybody's question. Because, like, the main purpose of me going live, like, and this is what a lot of people don't understand. Like, I, yo, thank you for the let them cook and the Hartney. And what was this? Oh, hearts, Jay. Thank you so much, my guy. Um, so like I like interacting with you guys. I like talking to you guys, but the whole point, the only way I can justify going live. Oh, thanks so much, Jay. I appreciate you. The only reason I can justify going live is because I'm using these recordings that I do for other pieces of content. TikTok doesn't pay me any money for you guys watching the stream. Like there's 58 people in here, and I am thankful for all 58 of you. We've gotten 64 new followers. I'm super happy that we've gotten 64 new followers. But like all of that, and I've been live for 2 hours, and TikTok is not going to pay me that much. Thanks so much for the roses, Jay. Thank you so much, my guy. We got some first-time gifters in here. We got some hand hearts. I can't see what else because it doesn't show me everything. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. But TikTok doesn't pay, so like unless you do the gifts, and I just don't feel comfortable begging for gifts. I appreciate gifts, but I'm not like I don't know. I tried the whole begging for them and like offering you something in exchange for them, but I just didn't like that. But like YouTube, guys, we got 50 people watching on YouTube right now, which is absolutely insane. But like YouTube is going to pay me for those 50 people being here. Like we've gotten 406 views. I'm going to get paid for that. And then the other thing with YouTube is like more people could watch the video after on YouTube, and I would get like extra money from that. How so they do ad revenues. They give me like a chunk of ad. So like anytime somebody on YouTube watches and they see an ad, I get paid for that. Or if they're a YouTube Premium subscriber and they watch, then I get paid for that. So it's similar to the way Twitch works. But I just use the best streaming platform is TikTok and YT. TikTok gives you the most reach, but unless you have people that are willing to like give you a bunch of like gifts on TikTok, you're not going to make money. YouTube Premium is about the same as a normal viewer, honestly. But yeah. All right, guys. So I have to let's see, what settings did I use with the 3050? I got to pull that up so that we can test this. I got to film the intro, guys. GTX 1080 play modern games? Yeah, for the most part. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in Rainbow Six Siege? Now, we're testing it with a Ryzen 5 5500 and 16 gigabytes of RAM. The reason we're doing this is because this PC right here, well, we built it for $650 as a challenge to only use brand new parts. But we originally thought we should use a 3050, but we noticed that the B570 was only like 20 bucks more, so we threw that in there to test this as well. And we're going to use the same settings to see how much more FPS we can get. So we're going to try the very high preset settings, and we're going to benchmark it and see what kind of FPS numbers that we get. So, my guy, you are dedicated to get me to answer that question. But the 1% lows, guys, it depends on the game you're playing, really. Like 1% lows are different for every game. Like in Fortnite at 200 FPS, like my thing with 1% lows, like I put them up there cuz people complain if I don't. But like if your game is smooth and you don't feel it lagging or anything, then it doesn't matter. Like sometimes Fortnite, my 1% lows are like 40, but I literally can't tell a difference from when they're 40 versus 100. Um, so anyway, you're not playing very many games at ultra settings with the 3060, but playing ultra settings is kind of dumb because if you just lower ultra settings down one notch, you honestly most people can't tell the difference. And hey, don't be yeah, so that's why I said that, Zen Body. Like don't stress about 1% lows. Like you're going to hear so guys, one video that I haven't edited it yet, but that I made about like on my YouTube shorts, you have like so many people stress about the dumbest things. And like if you watch some of these content creators, they'll have you stressing over stuff that doesn't matter. If it feels smooth to you, don't worry about the numbers on the screen. Okay? We got 190 FPS by the way with very high settings, which is actually really good. The GPU load is not supported by my card apparently. On Rainbow Six, it's supported in MSI Afterburner, so we can see it there. All right, so then we also tried low settings. All right, let's try low settings and also benchmark it and see what happens. Why is nobody liking? I don't get I don't ask people to smash the like button. LARP Isaac. And honestly, like there's no reason like TikTok doesn't push out the live stream more for likes, honestly. So, I don't ever really ask for it. Shares are good. And the longer you stay with the stream pulled open, that's the two things I can tell that push the live out the most is people like commenting a lot, comments, shares, and just like watch time, how much you like leave it open. That's the best I can like from TikTok. That and give like if people are doing gifts, but like again, I don't like ask for the gifts, but is the Valerian Pro from Clutch Computers? I don't know. I think Clutch Computers follows me, but I haven't looked at their website very much, honestly. They seem like nice people. What can you recommend? i5 11th gen. I don't know. Like, do you already have a PSU or GPU? Again, guys, for GPU, my philosophy. Look, guys, 258 FPS. We only got 130 FPS on the Ryzen 5 5500. This was low graphics, Rogue. We did very high graphics and we got 190 FPS. This gave us 258. So again, this slaps, guys. Absolutely slaps. Anyway, let's see now. No, your 1% lows are not going to be near your real FPS. Anybody that says that is just straight up lying. What game 8 are you talking about? Like, it depends on the games you're playing. Rogue, what games do you play? Oh, Fortnite. You should get more FPS than that in Fortnite. Your settings may be bad. You're getting a 5070 with an AMD Ryzen 9? Refund that crap. If you paid $4,000 for that, you got screwed. Prime Elite Core. What's up, my guy? Is this a good GPU or go for the B580? The B580 is probably going to be a little bit better, but it is it's the price. Are you on performance mode 8? Because you can do all those settings, and then also I'll show you if you're still in here when we do Fortnite here in a minute. We got to do Counter Strike, and then we'll probably do Fortnite because I probably won't do the finals with this one. What is the highest CPU temperature? What do you mean? Uh, the Intel Arc. You love your Ryzen 5 5500? Awesome, dude. ZenBody. Yeah, you can. You can cap your FPS. Make sure that your XMP on your RAM, like make sure your RAM speeds are like 6,000. Do y'all want me to do if I have time to do the finals, I'll do the finals if y'all want me to. Because I did it with the 3050. I don't mind doing it with the B570. It doesn't take that long to do the finals. I am not goated at the finals. I have no idea what the heck is going on in the finals. What GPUs are comparable to the B580? The B580 is close to like 4060 performance. It's a little better than the RX 7600. And then it's probably about the same as the 9060. Ryzen 5 7600X. Yes, that's a great. Jay, I literally don't know what I'm doing on the finals. Would you recommend the RX 6800 for a first PC build? Yeah, it's a solid GPU. ZenBody, it's really hard to say, like, that's something that's really difficult for me to really tell you one way or the other. Honestly, because like it should be smooth. But like I would have to like you just have to I'd have to look at a lot at your system and just see like I don't know. I don't know why it would be laggy cuz that's something that's hard to like. No, we hadn't done Fortnite yet, guys. We're going to do this and then we're going to do the finals and then we'll do Fortnite. So that's what we're going to do. What are we testing? This is CS2. We're testing CS2. What CPU cooler? We just use the stock cooler. So that's why like the temperatures are going to be a little higher, but they're still not dangerous. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad one to compare. I'm trying to get an RX 9050 when they come out. I've reached out to some brands and to see if I can get one, but I don't know. I don't know if they'll get me one or not. If not, I'll just buy it, but I mean, you don't unless your temps are bothering you, I wouldn't repaste your CPU. It'll be fine in game, guys. 80 degrees is not bad for the CPU. CPUs can go up to like 90 before they thermal throttle, like even high 90s for some of them. Anyway, I don't care. Like I'm not arguing with that about people. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in CS2? We're pairing it with a Ryzen 5 5500, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and we're going to compare it to how good it does with the 3050 because we built this PC brand new for $650. And for only 20 bucks more, we can do a B570. And so we test this on two different settings here. We're going to try it at 1920 by 1080p first on low settings. 1920 by 1080p, low settings. And we run this built-in benchmark on the workshop map, CS2 FPS benchmark, because it is very, very, very close to the same FPS you get in a ranked game. So we'll see what it does. I think that this test this test will be oh, Prime Elite. Unless your temperatures are bad, I wouldn't worry about repasting your CPU. All right, guys, we are I gotta switch keyboards.
Let's roll.
Okay, sorry. I had to switch keyboards because CS2 will not let me CS2 to pull up the benchmark. When I finish, typically what I do when I finish some PCs I just sell them, sometimes I give them away. It just depends. Um Guys, this FPS is significantly worse than the 3050. When you stream, do you use your main PC? I have a dedicated streaming PC, yes. Um Probably better to go to Micro Center and build if you have $1,000. Um Guys, our next PC giveaway is going to be when we get to 150,000 followers. So the best way for us to get there the fastest is for you to like, share, comment on like every video that I post. Share the streams with all your friends. Like that is how we're going to get there as fast as possible. But now it will be US only because I can't afford shipping to other countries because of tariffs and different things. But anyway. All right, guys, let's see. Right, I think that this is going to be worse FPS. My main PC is a 9800X 3D and 4090. For whoever asked that earlier. All right, let's see what we got here for FPS numbers. Average FPS was only 222. Let's make sure that it actually switched me to low settings. So we're at 1920 by 1080p. We are on low settings. Boost player contrast, VSync disabled. I'm going to run this one more time because like I've never had the FPS be that bad on like, so I'm going to run it one more time because on the 3050 guys,
Let's roll.
The 3050 on CS got 320 FPS. This might be the only game that the 3050 wins. The 3050 might win on this one. Yeah, with a Ryzen 2600, you can just use the stock cooler. Cowpoke, thanks for the subscription on YouTube, my guy. Ryzen 2700X on a Challenger RX 66. It's okay. The 2700X has some limitations depending on what games you play. All right, you're getting timed out, dude. If you spam questions, guys, you get timed out. Pay attention, because I probably answered it and you weren't paying attention. Because the stock cooler is fine for the 2600. Which CPU for the 3050? We did a Ryzen 5 5500 when we tested the 3050. This is the same exact PC that we tested the 3050 with, guys. We just switched out we did DDU, wiped all the drivers and downloaded the Intel drivers. Why does everyone like lower end CPUs with good GPUs for high resolution? I wouldn't say lower end CPUs, but like the higher your resolution is, the less your CPU matters. It still matters. It just matters less, if that makes sense. Yeah, Prime Elite, I definitely agree with you there. Like it coming with the coolers is definitely a. All right, guys, let's see what the FPS was running at the second time. 260. Ooh, guys, this is the first one the 3051 on. 3051 on that one. All right, so we're low settings. We are gonna try it at 4x3, 12. No, hold on. 4x3, 1280 by 960. Apply. I don't know how anybody plays on this, but apparently people like to play on this. Workshop, FPS, let's go. All right, guys. I guess on TikTok you can't really see this at the moment.
Let's roll.
Now you can see the FPS, I guess, on TikTok. Connor, I have literally so many DMs. I can't check DMs, my guy. I don't have time for that. I've got like 200 unread DMs on TikTok, and I have like almost 100 on Instagram. So I just don't have time. I can't go through and check all those. You're more likely to get me to look at something if you join the Discord. I mean, you can join the Discord, or you can become a channel member. Hey, wow, ego, block your account. How about that? As I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I got a family. I got kids. If you're gonna be a douchewagon, you can just get blocked. I've literally spent 2.5 hours on here answering PC questions. That I literally could do. I could do all this testing off stream. I don't have to. Like I don't have to do this. I'm one of the only creators that does this. I don't overclock anything. I just test everything straight out of the box. Prime, I don't blame you. I've never really liked Marvel Rivals, but I never really liked Overwatch either. I'm just not very good at games like that because I have literally no idea what's going on. And I feel like it's so team based. Like it's very, very hard to what's your favorite CPU? I don't know. I think the 7800 X3D is really, really good right now. How do you get live BIOS on your? What do you mean live BIOS? All right, guys, we got 268 FPS there. So, guys, this is the only game that the 3050 beat the 30. This is the only game that the Intel card beat the 3050 was in CS2. Connor, the best thing for you to do for Fortnite, like, I think the Ryzen 5 5600, if you are okay buying a used CPU, that is the best CPU for Fortnite as far as like getting good FPS. Guys, please, I don't know the best budget gaming laptop, but if you spam, you're getting muted. This my main PC is AMD. Yes, I have a 9800 X3D in my main PC. Do I need a 9800 X3D? No. 7800 X3D would have been fine, but I have a 4090, so that's why. Which is better performance? I mean, they both have. Yeah, I mean, I want to test more laptops, but like, I just don't have time to test more laptops. Like, and I have to pay for that. I want to test more laptops because I think if I could test more laptops, I would have more people like possibly send me laptops. But yeah, Raba, you have jitters, 1% packet loss. I have no idea, my guy. I bet you can't guess my favorite color because it's purple. Bet you didn't think that. I'm just kidding. It's not purple. It's very obvious what my favorite color is. Anyway, guys, I've got to boot up Fortnite. Um, I don't have time to do the finals tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Unless we get like some unless we get a ton of people that just really, really, really need need the finals benchmarked. Mad Dog, I just did a whole spiel about me checking my DMs. Playing Fortnite with your grandma. Both of my grandmas are have passed away, my guy. I have not tested the 7600X 3D. All right. Let's see. May I have a PC, please? No. And that's what most of my DMs are. Or can I have a PC? Should I change it? Oh, I didn't realize. I thought I was caught up on YouTube chat. My bad, guys. Um. Hey, guys, what is up? Hold on, guys. I gotta tell my kid good night. I'll be right back. What? Test Fortnite. We'll be done. Okay, buddy. Sorry guys. Sorry. I had to tell my youngest kid good night. And then I've got to play this game and then I got to get off cuz my oldest kid he's older, he's more aware of what's going on, so like I want to we actually go through a whole bedtime routine with him, and so I want to make sure I'm there for that. It's important that I'm there for that. So um all right guys, let's see. Air duster for cleaning your PC. There's an air duster called from Wolfbox that I think is really good wireless air duster. Um, it's electric and it's wireless. I think it's really good. Other than that, there's like some $20 ones on with cords on eBay that are not eBay, that Amazon that are good. Budget AM5 CPU 7500F. That is really good, but I really like the 7500F. It's a really good. You just bought a Crucial M.2. Uh, yeah, your M.2 speed is you have an A320 motherboard. It can't do those speeds, my guy. Your SSD is extremely too fast for that motherboard. Um, can you post a vid for a good $700 PC? They keep spamming the same thing because they're just too impatient and don't like at least wait a little bit. Uh, I mean, if you want the speeds to be faster, yeah, you'd have to upgrade your motherboard. What's up, Waffles? This is our last game. We're on performance mode. All right. I have the mythic Batman. Why not? Why not go in there with it, man? All right, guys, this will be the last game. Play Fortnite. Yeah, it would be about the same, Jay. But like, you could do like, what's up, Tech Matt? You got to help me mute, dude. I've had to mute so many people today, Tech Matt. Because like it's been bad. This has been one of the worst streams on TikTok that I've had. We're testing performance mode, Rumble. Um, Lana, silly. I think that you probably I, I don't know how much you spent on that Crucial SSD, but I think you probably wasted some money on it. Yeah, it's just the spam of Doom for so many hours. It's super annoying. Um, the benchmarking's going pretty good, my guy. We are on Fortnite now. This is going to be our last hoorah of the night. We're gonna see how it goes. Oh, you only see half the screen. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. I gotta fix. I had to move it over for CS2. Thanks. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. That's W. Good comms. Good comms. Good comms. All right. Oh, I gotta do my recording intro. How good is the Intel Arc B570 in good old Fortnite? We're testing with a Ryzen 5 5500 and 16 gigabytes of RAM. You could build this as a brand new PC with all new parts for around $650. We recently tried it with an RTX 3050. The B570 is about $20 more on Newegg, and so we're going to see how much of a difference that makes in our FPS. And our settings right now are 1080p performance mode. Everything's on low, except for view distance. We put that on far. I'm kind of late to the party, so I'm kind of afraid to drop too many places. It does look like my guy, this dude just beat me to the ground over here, and I don't see a gun anywhere. Okay, here's a gun. That's not bad. All right, there's a gun. There's some shield. Hopefully we'll be okay. Which GPU? We got the Intel Arc B570, guys. B570. And right now, not doing too bad. 1% lows could. Dude. This dude got a purple shotgun? Are you kidding me? Oh my lord. What a loser. Alright, we gotta play another game. We can't do that. Oh man, Ryukin, I'm so sorry. We didn't do Battlefield 6 with this one. When did you build this, bro? We built this PC, I don't know, like a week ago or something. Super Sam, it just depends on like depends on your budget on whether or not I don't test War Thunder normally because it just so got here so there's two things that goes into the games that I test. Okay. Um the number one thing with games is how popular is the game. Like, is it something that a lot of people want to know the FPS for? So games like Fortnite, Warzone, CS2, Cyberpunk, those are games that a lot of people ask benchmarks for. So I pretty much always test those. Rainbow Six is one. Zenbody, I literally don't stress about 1% lows at all. The only time, like, Fortnite is a game where it does stutter sometimes. It does stutter sometimes. Especially so with my experience with Fortnite, I typically have stutters on systems that are not super high end. Or if it's like if there's been a new GPU driver update, I will have stutters for like a game or two. But then it pretty much like balances out. Like I need to start the 1% lows here. So like this is my second game, and the 1% lows are like double what they were a while ago. So should you upgrade my CPU if you go Prime Elite? I don't think. What GPU do you have right now, Prime? Which build? The build we're testing right now is the $650 PC, but we switched it out for we switched the GPU with the Intel Arc B570. Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm so bad. I don't know where this chest is. It's not here apparently. Maybe it's in the floor. I don't know. I hear. Oh, here it is. It's just one of these chests. Gold fire sprite. I don't want that trash. Right now, guys, we're getting pretty good FPS with this. It's actually it'll be interesting to see what happens when we get to the middle of the map. But right now, it's a little. We're on performance mode, guys. Performance mode, 1080p. View distance is on far. Everything else is on low. Okay, there's a dude here. No! He's gonna get away. Why does everybody get movement and stuff better than me? Ugh! He's so far away. Okay, I got these now, so maybe I can find him. Where's he at? Where's he at? Come here. He ran. Dude. That's annoying. Sorry, guys. I was trying to get that guy. You're just not comfortable with building your own? I totally get that. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. Dude, he hit me so hard right there. Ugh. Also, where I have this MSI afterburner, like, also really throws me off. Alright, I hear someone, like, gliding around. All the way over here. I don't know what's going on. Why are you running, dude? Why is everybody... I'm a boomer. I don't know. I can't play. Why are you running away? Do you think this works for competitive? I mean, I think that if you want to play this, like, I think it would be okay, but, like, you're definitely, like, if you're in, like, a heavy storm surge lobby, you're probably gonna... It's probably gonna tank your FPS a little bit. If I had to guess. If I had to guess, this would, like... Because just, like, me sliding on this thing is like, affecting my FPS. Where's the guy shooting this guy at from? Like, I don't know, and I don't want to, like... Oh, it's not the right one. I did not really want to get into this fight with this guy. Oh, I'm glad that was a bot. So glad that was a bot. What the heck? This is a panda sprite? Or not a panda, a llama sprite? What does a llama sprite do? Dude, that's crazy. Sorry guys, I gotta like export this thing. Your FPS dropping, do you feel it? I mean, I don't feel it that much, but guys, like I'm not the best boom, like I'm not the best player in the world either. So, like, is this okay? Cool. Oh, we got the unlimited. We got the gold boots. Nice. Let's get a med kit going here. Got the mythic. Oh, that's nice. Was that like a friendly stream sniper? Maybe. I don't know. So yeah, so like the FPS drops at times, but like it doesn't bother me. Like it doesn't bother me at all. 5070 7800X 3D, would it run well for Flight Simulator? It should, as far as I know. It would. So like my average CPU is a little hot. Guys, this is not a bad CPU temperature. First of all, we have a stock cooler, so it's going to be a little warmer, but like it's fine. Like you're absolutely fine. The B570 is a good budget GPU. Like it's not bad at all. That's definitely a bot. Lord Hamburger USA. Yes, that's definitely a bot. 100%. Why in Uncharted you have 200 in Ultra and on Fortnite you have 165? Probably because in Uncharted on Ultra, you're probably doing something like you're probably using some kind of frame generation. Oh, wait a minute. I need that half pot. Okay. Sorry about that. Turn your graphics up. They look low. Jack, this is how everybody plays Fortnite, my guy. I assume Uncharted is a heavy graphics game, but I don't know that for sure. Yo, what do we got going on here? We got a Summers. Hey, thank you so much. Can you get me parts for a PC? No. Yeah, dude, but I don't feel like it doesn't. I don't feel any of it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret because I did this, guys. Like when I first started worrying about my FPS, like because like when I first started getting into computers, it was at the beginning of Fortnite because I couldn't. That's the first time I had enough money, like adult money, in order to build my own computer. And so I was a bot. Anyway, and so I used to get so worried. Like I would stare at my FPS and be like, "Oh gosh, it's not at 240 anymore. What the? Oh my gosh!" Like it doesn't matter. We've tested a lot today. This is our 8th game that we've tested. And so like the 1% lows are 89. The FPS it does drop, but guys, the only time I ever feel it is if it drops to like single digits, like if it drops to 0. Prime, I don't look. There may be weird things with drivers, but like most of the time, I can count on one hand how many times driver updates have affected what I do. Honestly, like don't and like it's just people worry too much about stuff. Like just play your game and have fun. Like my suggestion to you, okay? Turn off your FPS counters. Turn them off. Don't look at them. And just play the game. I'm pretty sure that was a bot. But they had some loot that made me think it might not have been a bot. I also hear a Spider-Man thingy, but I don't see a Spider-Man thingy. Is my favorite color orange? It's actually purple. I just think orange stands out more on like live stream, so that's why. I'm just kidding. My favorite color is orange. It's 100% orange. I gotta turn this volume up because I can't hear anything. You get, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? Sorry guys, that was my alarm for me to take out the trash. Tomorrow's trash day. Yeah, Hoss, I agree. I mean, I don't mind purple, but orange is definitely my favorite color for sure. So like everything is orange. Like my main PC in the back, I don't know if you can see it, but like my main PC, all that I just use for like casual gaming and stuff, like with my buddies. Sometimes I use it for streaming on like my second channel, but I don't really do that very much. Yeah, dude, dude, I know how, like, cause I used to do that. I used to sit there and stare at my FPS constantly and worry every time. Dude, I'm not trying to pet you, dragon. Get out of my way so I can open the chest. I would sit there and like constantly stare at my FPS, worried about. Oh my gosh, that scarred me. All right, there's only 4 people left. I know, guys, that I have mainly bought. Is there a difference in performance with the 5500, 5600G? I think the 5500 is probably a little bit better. Prime Elite. The only way that I could test the 5500X3D is if I buy it from AliExpress. Dude, I used to constantly watch the FPS all the time, like before I started doing content and stuff, and I just like played a lot of games. I would like get so upset with how the FPS goes. The specs, we got a Ryzen 5 5500, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and an Intel Arc b570. That's what we got. And we have we've got the mythic doohickeys here. All right, let's get these. Oh, I didn't want to like do that. Oh well, it's fine. All right, where's that dude at? I just saw him. Okay, we're in circle here. All right, there's only 3 people left. It's only 3 people left, guys. Is it worth buying the 9950X 3D for gaming? If you're just gaming, no. It's a waste of money. Oh, yeah. I do think 32 looking pretty clean to me. Yeah, dude, it's doing pretty well. I mean, in Fortnite, it's really about the same in Fortnite as it was with the 3050. I hear the Spider-Man guy, but I don't see the Spider-Man guy. It's also really hard to see because I got this overlay right in front of my face. Hey, we got 100 jewels and some stars. Let's go. All right. We're gonna go rotate to circle. Are they fighting? Oh, come on, guys! Look, I'm about to be a third party, and yeah. So we're on that same PC, but we switched it out for an Intel Arc B570. But we are on that same PC. Hey, Joey, thank you so much for subscribing on the YT channel. These 2 guys, I just want them to eliminate each other, and then me third party. Have you tried the Red Dragon PSU in case? No. No, I haven't. You um okay. They're like pushing each other. Hey, thank you for whoever that was. Oh crap, okay. Sorry, I don't know what you sent me. A game controller, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm so bad at this. Hey, let's go! Let's go! Where's the other one at? Let's go! Woohoo! Yeah! Let's go! Ah! I think the MSI Dustin, thank you so much for subscribing, my guy. I think the MSI mag PSUs are good. Yeah. Are you streaming? No, we have a dedicated. We already did Warzone, guys. And I'm about to I'm getting off here because I've got to go get my kid in the bed. But if you want to well, thank you so much, guys, for the W's in the chat. Over on the YT. I'm really not that good, Zenbody. Like I'm so bad. So if you missed any of the benchmarks on TikTok, guys, you can go. Yeah, Afterburner safe. Just when you download Afterburner, it's going to ask you to download Norton Security. Don't download Norton Security. But other than that, it's fine. But anyway, guys, I've got to go get my kid in bed. If you missed any of the benchmarks, you can go check it out on the YT. The live stream on the YT will be up there, and then I'll post shorts on it. I'll be posting shorts on it soon. I think, and then be on the lookout for what we're gonna do Saturday on live. I think on Saturday we might try to test the 5060 with the CPU, and maybe the 9060 XT with the CPU, and see. Yeah, the Intel Arc. The only game that the Intel Arc B570 didn't completely destroy the 3050 was in Fortnite and in CS2. In Fortnite, it was the same. In CS2, we actually got less FPS. Everything else was the same. But you can check out all the numbers on YT, and I'll do a complete versus video later on. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. Join the Discord. It's link in my bio or exclamation point Discord over on YT, and I will catch you guys in the next one.